All right, guys, working on this tractor canopy today. I think I left you guys yesterday that I wasn't really sure how I was going to go about bracing this roof because it shook too much. I did cut my bench apart here, and shouldn't be a problem. So I think I can I'll just make a shelf there out of something. Unnecessary steel. I overbuilt this thing anyway. So I did get the steel to make braces, and I cut them off. I drilled the holes out, and I did install them. You'll see what I did there. I only got one bolt in there, and it worked out just fine. And we got two bolts here supporting the canopy on each side. This thing will not move now. With the 4 bolts in the roof, I went and got bolts. That's right, I forgot to tell you guys, I didn't have the bolts, so I got the 4 bolts in there that are correct, the 7/16 bolts. I got washers. I got real big washers on the roof to help hold it, and then these brackets there. You can see the inside. They might look a little ugly. They are noticeable, but I am going to paint them. They will be painted, so we will do that. But the canopy is on, and I also I'm way behind on filming. I also dry fit the LED lights that I had for this thing that I was showing you guys, because at night plowing snow, these are the only 2 front headlights. As soon as you lift the bucket, you can't see anything. It won't do you any good putting them out on the fenders because you're going to have shadows, because the fenders aren't over the tire. They're tucked in. The best place I thought was right on the canopy, up high. And those lights are very bright. So and they're like a daylight color. So once they hit that snow, you're going to be able to see what I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing. So it is on, and I'm still trying to decide what I want to do for the back for LED lights. You'll notice I stuck one up in that corner. I didn't put the other one up. I have an extra one of them, and I'm not quite sure. I don't want them hanging down because for one, it looks kind of ugly. The other thing is, I don't know. I just don't want them hanging down. I like them kind of protected. They're not sticking above the roof, so you won't hit if you're under tree limbs. They're kind of in a good spot. The only thing I don't know is the angle. I couldn't mount them up top this way that they could fold down. The roof was too close, so I had to mount it sideways, and your adjustment is now this way. I don't know about the angle yet. Probably I'm going to run the wires and hook it all up and try it and see how it is. The goal is to just disconnect this light here, just because this light here, it's the old style. It draws from the battery. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put the 2 LEDs up top. I only have 2 of them. I could get more though, but 2's enough. So I could put the 2 up at the top, or just put 1 in place of this and just have 1 rear work light. I was toying around with these. These are little plugs that you can take out here, and you can stick a light in there. They're just rubber plugs for something extra. I did take this plug out and have it sitting there. I didn't really like where it was. Could make a bracket and put 2 of them on the back like this, but then you have these lights when you're trying to hook stuff up on your hitch, and I'd rather not have them there. I'd rather them up top. So I might put the other one right there and have the 2 of them, as long as the light pattern is good. So yeah, I did order these in bulk. I do have another one, so I could easily put this one, something like that. I want them protected just because I know how it is with tree limbs. These are semi-protected. They're kind of under the roof, not all the way, but it was a good spot to put them. I didn't have to drill any holes, so that should work. As far as running wires, I'm going to run them up the roll bar somehow. It's a shame because on this deluxe roll bar canopy, all the wiring on the 685, they have an extra trim piece here to cover your wires. So this trim piece that snaps on here, the wires for the flashers are hidden in there on both sides. I don't have that on this tractor. So you're going to see the wires. So what I'm going to do, maybe, I don't know yet. I could get those stick-on 3M crappy things that always fall off, or just super glue on some brackets. Get some of this wire loom here and run the power up. I'm thinking I can put all 4 of them. I'm going to put all 4 of them on one switch because, for one, I'm not on the road very often. If I am, I'll just use the front headlights. I have high and low beam. There is a hole in the dash already for the switch, for the toggle switch, so I'm going to use that and just have one switch, put them on. I will fuse them under the dash and then run the wires back and up and in. It'll take a little bit of time, but should be okay. But yeah, this is, I thought maybe only using one hole here was going to be an issue instead of using them both, but if I would have used them both, it would have been straight across. The steel would have been level and not up where I need it. I kind of need it up at an angle to support the roof, and it's what I came up with. So I was surprised how much strength this, let me climb up here without falling. I'm surprised how much strength that this Canopy has now. See how the bolts are. Yeah, it's strong. I don't think it's gonna rattle too much. I still have that cab foam that I will put in there, and I might use that cab foam to hide some of the wiring, just in this center section here. I do have a rubber trim piece that goes around here, dress it up a little bit. So after all that, it's on, it works, it fits. I have all the bolts. It's nice and solid. I mean, it's solid. I can shake the whole tractor with the edge of the canopy. I don't think it's going to be an issue. It might vibrate a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Anything with a loader is going to vibrate. It doesn't matter what. Even if you have a cab tractor with cab lights and you're plowing snow, it's still going to vibrate. So I'm not going to overthink it or worry too much about it. So there it is. We did make some progress, and that's where I got with it. And these holes here, it's funny. I pre-drilled these in this bracket here. These I pre-drilled, so I put that bolt in, put it up here, and I realized I couldn't get my drill in with this. So instead of measuring, I just eyeballed it. So I drilled the first hole, and it was dead on, went right through. Drilled the second hole from the outside in, not being able to see the hole, and I was able to hit 3 of the 4 of them without measuring, just eyeballing them, just with touch with my hand. The 4th one I had to just tweak a little bit, so it was just luck, I guess. I don't know. Mechanic's touch, I guess. But anyway, okay, so it's all on here. It's all dry fit. Everything's going to work. It is not the Canopy that is, but it'll work. It's functional. I have only $7 in bolts in this so far, and I did get some extra bolts. And then the LED lights, those 2 on the front, I had bought these last year already, but those 2 were $26, and the round ones on the back, they were part of a 4-pack for like $20. So Canopy was free. The metal I recycled. I had to buy the bolts. 30, 40, about $50. Plus the paint, and that's not all that expensive. So $50. We'll say $50 for this Canopy here. So keep the sun off me, and will give me some light now that I need for this tractor. Definitely need some light at night, because a lot of times I'm plowing snow at night. It's just because it's how it holds out. I have to get the driveway open for people that live here that have to get to work early in the morning, and I'd rather go out in the middle of the night and do it instead of trying to get up in the middle of the like 4 a.m. on it's easier for me to stay up than it is to get up. So anyway, long story short, that's where we are with it. I think it'll be all right. I'm happy I finally got this far with it. So it's on. Now I have to take it all off. I got to take it all off, take the lights out of it, take all the brackets off, and I have to paint it, because I can't paint it on the tractor. Spraying up over your head like this, it's going to get paint splatter all over everything, and it's going to be red, and I don't want to get the red on the black roll bar. So we're going to have to take it off and paint it on the sawhorses. I'm not going to do that today, probably, just because I have probably, I don't know, 2-3 hours in this project already today. And I have to finish. I gotta get this tractor painted. I keep saying about it. me and painting, it's not one of those things I can just wake up in the morning and say, hey, today we're going to paint. Put it on the schedule. I have to be in the mood for it. I have to be in the mood to paint, so I'm patient to tape everything off right, mix everything right. I can't just do it to get it done. I don't like working like that. Have to be in the mood to paint for sure. So when I have one of those days, hopefully I have the weather yet, I'll be able to get this done. We'll get that painted red. We'll get the fenders painted red, touch up the black, and this tractor should be done from start to finish. No other issues or problems with it. Just needs the paint finished on it. So, so far, pretty happy with it. So, all right, guys. See, we're about a little over 10 minutes. I might put some extra footage on the end of this video just to make it a little interesting. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming along. I'm recording this video before I posted the last video, so I didn't get to read your comments, any suggestions anybody might have given me. This video is recorded before I even posted that one, so that's what I came up with. I just cut some of my workbench apart, but hey, that's what I have here to work with, and it worked out good, I think. So, all right, thanks for watching. See you guys later. All right, so just to test this out quick here, see, I am in the shade. That's why we started doing this. Got a roof up over our head, a little bit of a hole there to patch. Lights are in a good spot. I don't hit my head on it when I get up and down off of the tractor. I did put this piece on. This is like a little trim piece that goes all the way around here and dresses it up. And to make this look a little bit more factory, I even ran it up the back side. So that way it doesn't look like it was cut off. So yeah, once this is painted, I think it's going to look pretty sharp on here. Haven't decided about those lights yet, but we'll figure that out. As far as the vibration, now this is a little 3-cylinder diesel. This vibrates just idle and the muffler vibrates. The canopy isn't vibrating now, but at a certain RPM, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but when you're moving, it's not really noticeable, so not gonna lose any sleep over it, I guess. So I'm in the shade. We're gonna have some pretty bright work lights. So, all right, see you guys tomorrow.